Okay, in the last video I defined my site, and if you look over, I've actually customized my um, workspace and I named it Alex. I do have a video there of how to do that, and the most important thing in that video is to customize your workspace to where the insert panel up here is actually located. Typically it's located on the left hand side here, but we want it up in the top area here. I'll review how to do that really quick, but let's go ahead and start our assignment by creating going to quick start and creating an HTML document. So I'm going to click there, and that's going to launch this up. Now remember, I'm actually in my Alex customized workspace. So your workspace may not typically look like this if you haven't customized it yet. Let me review how to do that. Now for my Alex space here, what you see is I have my HTML insert menu kind of tucked in at the very top here. Let me go back to standard, and what this is. But typically what will happen here is that you'll see that you have a split code, different views here to your site. There's code, split, design, and there's also a live underneath the design there. When you're in split view, you may not see this code hints to the right or to the left of your screen here. So your menus are here to the right, but you'll see that you have your code hints here. Now, unfortunately, I'm working on an Apple, so you don't really see my main menu up here. On a PC, you'll be able to see your main menu, and that's where you have your file, edit, view, insert, tools, and so on. And what I want to do is I want to go up to view, and you'll see that that shows up the menu here. And I have my split code design, and split vertically. So you want to make sure that those are clicked on. And for view, I have design view here. And so sometimes you have, where this might be checked, where you have it on the left side, but again under view, what I want to do is I want to uncheck that and just have my code over here. I just find it's easier to have your code here, and then you'll have some more real estate to work on your project page here. Here is, again, to the left hand side or the right hand side, you've got your files where I've already defined my site, and you'll see my folder there along with my assets folder. And right below that you'll see insert. Insert is what I want to actually drag out just by expanding that and clicking on insert. Insert. Click and drag and hold. Drag that out. Now I have a floating menu for my insert panel. And what I want to do is I want to just place it or hover over until it turns into a blue solid line there, and then release. And what that'll do is it will dock it into your top portion there of your screen. We also require what's another really important thing that's not even showing here is properties. So we want to make sure that we have access to that. So on your main menu, go to Window, and then hover down to Properties. That'll give you a floating tab of properties. And the same thing here. What we want to do is we want to click and drag that down to the bottom until you see a blue line, release, and now you have properties docked at the bottom. These are really important panels to have access to all the time. You'll be using these quite a bit in this course. So I would suggest that you do customize your workspace so that you'll have at least the HTML insert button and the properties showing. Once you have that ready, what you want to do is you want to save your current. So again, you can reset your standard. That'll bring us back to where we were at the starting point. You can create a new workspace, but really what we want to do is, now that we've customized it, is save your current workspace. So I will click there. Oops. Now that may have saved it into standard, but we can name this so that we can get back to it. So I can say 267 Dreamweaver and say OK. And now we have it there. Now if I go back and I go to standard, it might have kept my settings there, and it did. But you could always reset that as well. It's my standard to reset, and that'll bring it back to the initial starting point. But that's okay, because what I can do is click on what I had saved here before, the 267 Dreamweaver, and it'll pop it back to how I have it set up. And that's how you customize your workspace.